Hey everybody, how's it going? It's been a while. Hopefully you've been well. As you know, I've been out in Japan, got back earlier today. Um Unfortunately, I was sick for half of the trip. Still kind of getting over it right now. So you hear me pause. It's trying to, me not have a coughing fit on video. Uh it's been kind of rough. So, didn't get to enjoy it like I would love to have, but it was still a lot of fun. And this time, I swear, I will have a rundown of what I did. Honestly, I haven't even been able to post my photos on Instagram, even. I've just been so exhausted, but a lot of fun too. I had a concert that I went to. Um, but we've got Monster Strike News, so there you go. And also, I already screwed. I did a whole video and forgot to turn on the mic. Smart me. So here is take two. So without further ado, let's get going. Floor 16 of the Uncharted Dunes will get you a third key. Make sure you don't miss out on that. April 29th will be the deadline to pick that up. I feel like on my main, I missed getting the second key for some reason. I'm not sure. I wonder if I just forgot to pick it up on the mission, which would kind of suck. But I don't know what happened there. Anyways, don't miss out on that. This is our third soul key. We will also be getting the triple mission bonus here. Whew. In April and May, when you clear the Uncharted Dunes, the Abyss, and the Tower, you'll be able to get a free 6-star pull, which is always nice to see. You just need to clear 10 floors of the Uncharted Dunes, any 5 floors of the Abyss, and any 5 floors of the Tower. Now, keep in mind that the Tower is not for what it's active right now. It'll be the next session's Tower, so don't confuse the two and be like, why don't I have my Tower reward yet? That'll come next month. So 3 free 6-star monsters, which is always nice to see. If you are interested in purchasing the Mom Pass, you can also do that online through the web store rather than through in-game. If that's something you would like to do, please take advantage of that. That will start tomorrow on the 11th. And of course, to get people to hook up to the web store, they will now they've done this regularly. You can purchase a free Ooh, sorry. You can purchase a free orb from the store by using the QR code there. You can also go to the web store, which is available on the Monster Strike website itself. On the bottom right, there's a little Oragon guy you can pick. Click that icon and you will jump to the marketplace. You have until the 19th to pick up your free orb. Ooh, sorry. Now, we do have a collab here that is starting on the 13th of April, and that is Niten Kojigen no Lirisa. It says Yuwaku there, but apparently you pronounce it as Lirisa, which is one of the main characters in the game. In English, it is apparently translated to 2.5 dimensional seduction. Now, it's like a cosplay focused story. It's not really a battle collab, so it's interesting that they were able to work this in, but we got something like Oshinoko before, so it's not out of the question really anymore. So let's take a look at our gacha monsters. First, we've got Liliel. We got Lilisa cosplaying as Liliel here. I think that's the right order. So let's take a look at her stats. We've got Demi-Hume Balance Pierce, Super Anti-Gravity Barrier, Super Mind Super M, Null Element Resist M, and Bubbly Mode. On the gauge, you have Anti-Warp, Anti-Transport Wall, and Dark Element Killer. Strike Shot Speed Power Up, and after done moving, she does a special attack to all enemies on screen, and her bomb combo is Spinning Blade and shows its status effect Recovery Blast. I believe she is going to be good for Cortina, as well as, I think Shiro was saying, Dark Shinen. So cool to see that. Next up, we got Miriella Mikari here as our second gacha monster. She is our Dark Element, Demi-Hume Speed, Super Anti-Gravity Barriers, Anti-Damage Wall, Mind Sweeper M, Weak Point Killer with a gauge Super Anti-Speed Down Wall, Barrier Bestow M, and Flight Bestow. Strike Shot is Speed Power Up, and she will reveal all weak points of hit enemies, as well as a powering up on each time she hits a weak point. So that's interesting to see there. Bomb combo chose it to chase fear along with Bubbly Gift. And our third gacha monster will be Nokiel, cosplayed by Nonoa here. Um, Nonoa is a balanced demi-human balance with super anti-warp mine, super L, anti-transport wall with on the gauge, anti-speed down panel, and drain M, strike shot turn reducer, which of course reduces her own strike shot by the number of friendlies she hits. Strike shot speed power up, and all touched friendlies will become invincible, as well as delaying any hit enemies. Her bomb combo is Creep Sphere along with Chozutsu Spark Bullet. Now, our 4 5-star monsters will feature Ariel slash Aria here in the fire, and we've got Ashford slash Okumura there in the wood element. So, those are your 5 characters for this gacha, which will take place again from the 13th until the end of the month. Note that it doesn't spill over into May like we see. Usually, it's like, the second when gachas end, but this one will end immediately at the end of April, which is interesting to see. Now, it is April, so that does mean all gachas have a 24% rate up. This applies to this collab, but only for a limited time. The 24% rate up for the gacha only takes place from the 13th through the 15th, basically when all the characters available before the individual rate ups start, right? Makes sense. Your first single and your first tempo will be at that 24% rate. However, like I always say, do remember that the 24% rate just means you have 12% less chance of getting any garbage for 5-star monsters. It does not increase the chance of getting these particular monsters. So please be careful about that. However, no reason to not pull when the 24% is active unless you really, really, really want a specific character and their rate up. Now, our paid pack monster is Los Talote there, with cosplayed by Mayura here. She is a Pierce Demi-Human Balance. All of these abilities are on the main. Anti-damage wall, anti-warp, anti-block, anti-transfer wall, protection, and long shield mode. Long shield mode, of course, gives you a 25% reduction in damage for 8 counts, where a count is an action taken by either you or the enemy. So, at minimum 4 turns. At best, it'll be 8 turns, in case the enemies don't actually make a move. Strike shot speed power up and a special attack to the first hit enemy. Bump combo, super all enemy lock on. Pierce lock on shockwave 3 along with reflect wall ball. Now, as the usual, I don't think anything stand out about her to make her a must get, but if you like the anime or just interested anything about her, feel free to take it. It is only 1,000 yen to pick up, so it's not that bad at all. Now, our event quest, kind of like how it worked for what was it, Oshinoko. It's just going to be the characters and various cosplay forms, which makes sense. Nonoa in her Kulia form. We've got Shiro and Kuro with lemon and lime here, and we've got Lilia and Miriella together, Lilisa and Mikari, cosplaying together for the third event. Now, our 4 5-star events will be Forosso Magino in the fire, and we've got Ogino, our senpai cameraman there in the wood element. So these 5 will be your standard quests for the collab, and of course, we've got a Chokyu Kyoku collab event with Ikora here. Nagomi, I believe, is the cosplayer here, and she is cosplaying as Ikora. Now, interesting that our first Chokyu Kyoku event here is going to be a one and done style collab event quest. So you only need to clear it once and you will get a max luck version of her right away. Now, you can clear her a second time to get a 90 luck version of her base form, which I think is great for fans of the anime, right? You're going to want her cosplay form and you're going to want her natural form, right? So being able to get both with 2 clears is pretty cool, and just always shows the love that Mixie puts into these collabs for fans of the anime. So that's cool to see. Now, of course, if you only care about max luck, clear it once, you're good. There's no need to get that 90 luck version. And it wouldn't be a collab without some missions. We got a cosplay photo mission here. Basically, clear missions. You take a photo. If that photo is successful, then you get rewards. Actually, even if you aren't successful, you get rewards too. If you succeed, you'll also be able to download a wallpaper of that photo that you took. So, woo, cool. Now, here's the basic flow of the missions. Basically, you'll have missions available. Clear it, you get a photo point. That photo point allows you to take a picture of the cosplayer, and you basically take a figure out which shot is the best. Like frame that photo, you'll have an option. And basically think of this as like a treasure 9. As you know, we've seen that in other events before where you had to like pick a bunch of boxes. One of them will actually, hit the enemy properly. It's just the same thing except you're taking a photo instead. So pick one of 3, 4, 5 options. I'm sure it'll grow as the cosplayers add up. Pick the best photo. If you get a successful photo, you've succeeded. If you don't, try again. When you succeed, you can move on to the next cosplayer. Now, the cosplayers themselves will unlock one per day. You got Liliel available on the first day as soon as the collab starts, and then the next day at 4 a.m. when Monster Strike refreshes its day, we got Lilian Miliela, and then next is Foros. Next is Kulia. Right? So then one by one we get more cosplayers to take photo of. However, this is important that when a cosplayer is unlocked, on that very first day they are unlocked, you must clear mission number 1. Or you want to clear mission number 1, because when you do that, you will get an additional photo point for that day. Now, I don't know how restrained you are with photo points, but make sure you don't miss out on that. It's probably good to get. I don't think they've talked other ways to get, you're just clearing missions to get the photo points. So I don't know why an extra one would be that important. Maybe if you don't want to finish one of the missions. Anyways, but what's important to note here is that the reward summary here is you do get a reward for success, but you also get a reward for failure as well. So my question is, do you get the failure rewards when you succeed too? Or do you have to actually have enough photos and actually take failure photos to get all the rewards? I'm guessing you get the failed rewards when you succeed, kind of like I said before, how Treasure 9 works. But in case it doesn't, just be careful, because do note that the Tokudamas, they wouldn't let people miss out on that. So I'm pretty sure you're going to get the rewards on success. But again, we'll see. Also, an additional reward, like I was saying, you get that wallpaper download on success as well. So, woo! Now, here's our login monster reward. We've got Liliel again, but she's now cosplaying as Xiao Yu here. Little Rain, I guess. Didn't they have a background? Anyway, every day you'll get 7 copies of her just by logging in. I think you get her base form, as a good job stamp on day 2. And then on day 4, you'll get 1 Tokudama as well. So I think that's a total of 5 Tokudamas if you include Monster Strike Day, which will happen on the 20th for this collab. So cool. And of course, paid pack monsters along with the login reward monsters are max luck for the duration of the collab. If you want the max luck monster, the login monster to be max luck for the after the collab, make sure you actually finish, which just means log in enough days, so you should be fine. Now, today is Monster Strike Day, so please don't miss out on that. Especially do not miss out on getting into the Gacha Lidora Lab. That will get you 50 energy boost for each element, which, I don't know. It's been a slog to get that, so I'll have a rundown of it at the end when we actually see the results. But, I don't know. Seems kind of not very fun, which is unfortunate. Jushin Kakai, we have 2 this week. I'm gonna fly through this because I really want to get some sleep again. So if you see anything interesting here, figure it out. We do have a new ability, so we'll talk about that. Many enemies inner strength. We have the small, low enemies inner strength before, which was 1.5x if less than or equal to 3 enemies. This one, I believe. I'm not sure if I heard correctly, if it's 3 or more than 3. But kind of same thing, but reversed. So interesting to see that. I'm not sure which one I would want. Probably the little, because when you're focusing on a boss, that's kind of what you want. But I mean, I guess you have a lot of mobs on the screen, then maybe that kind of ability will come in nice. So yeah, that is Hannibal, and then we've got Zoro as our other Jushinkai. I don't know, nothing really stand out as well for Zoro. I don't think I've ever been excited for Zoro, unfortunately. So but there you go. That is Zoro's ability set here. And yeah, that should be it. Hopefully I need to go and try and finish as much of the alpha as I can. I was sleeping all day to try and counteract the jet lag, and I kind of slept a little too much. So hopefully tomorrow I am going back to work. So hopefully that's not a problem. But yeah, the collab's right around the corner. We've got. Hopefully you've been taking advantage of the scratch cards too. So yeah. Next news, same time as usual, April 17th, 16 o'clock Japan time. And here's your lucky monsters. Looks like we've rotated once around again. We got Sanctuary Dragon coming back into the pool there. So that's an easy free one, right? So pretty cool to see there. And yeah, once again, if you are still here watching, thank you for sticking around. I do apologize for missing out the last 2 weeks. I was really hoping to do it last week because that's when I was actually away from my family, with the concert. But of course, after the concert, I was just like, oh, I can't do anything else. There was other stuff to do anyway, so we should be back on our regular schedule. I'm sure there's a bunch of gachas and stuff I need to post, and I really do want to actually finish uploading all my photos for my trip, and maybe I'll just do it first here too, because I did say I would do it for the last trip, but I never did that, so might as well do that before I don't do it again. So I owe you guys that at least. So that's it for me today. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Leave a comment too. Always love to see that. Monst on Twitter/X. And of course the Discord channel, link to the server is in the description. That's it for me today. Thanks for watching. I can see the audio is on this time, so thank God. Until next time. Bye.